What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Demo Drop. As we speak, I'm trying to look at the episode that we're in today. Maybe Jorik can help me. I think it's number 6 or number 7.
Today is episode number 7 already.
Oh, number 7 already. What's up, everybody? As you can see on the screen, Jorik is next to me here in the studios.
Hey,
and
welcome back to the next episode of the Protocol Demo Drop.
It's the Protocol Demo Drop, of course, and it's going to be an English stream. If you're here for the first time, don't worry. We can still speak Dutch, but the stream will be in English as there's a lot of people from abroad that submit their demos, so it's going to be mainly in English. And if you want to drop your demo, you can surely do so. If you do !demo drop in the chat, it will tell you exactly where and how it works.
I see my screen is frozen on the live stream, but I'm moving though.
Hey Lean, it says Jorik's cam is frozen. Stream Berlin is saying the stream is lagging, or am I alone? Camera broken. Oh yeah, it works for me again. Chat, how does it work for you?
I think it works now.
Okay.
It's unfrozen.
Camera is okay, but if I move it to this screen, is it still working? Now it's frozen again, right?
Yeah, it keeps frozen, so that's weird.
Jorik is stuck on freeze. Okay, so it looks like when I put my Streamlabs on full screen, it is lagging. Okay, I'm gonna put it on another screen. Is it working like this, guys? Is it working like this? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep it on this screen.
I think I'm moving right now on Twitch, so should be good, hopefully.
It's okay now. Okay, so then it means that whenever I put it on the other screen, okay, then he's freezing. Interesting. All right.
Good to know.
Okay, guys, but the stream, is it lagging or is it working fine? Just let us know.
I think we should be good now. I see a lot of it's working now, so yeah.
The window still needs to be visible for the software to record it. Yeah, I know, Johns. I know. Okay, he's frozen now probably, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna put him to the other screen again, and I'm gonna open. Okay, no. Oh, now it's working. Oh, it's not.
I'll try to move. I think.
No, it's not you. It's not you.
All right.
No, it has to do with I think now it works. I don't know what it is. Okay, so what I'll do, guys, I'll just open my Streamlabs on my screen, and then it should be working fine. Frozen Jorik.
Frozen Jorik. Previous time I was on Mars, now I'm frozen, so I'm curious what's gonna be next.
What's gonna be next? No, it has to do with my, I don't know what it is. It has to do with my Streamlabs OBS, and for some reason it is playing games with us. But it's fine. I just cannot open 2 screens at the same time right now, so I can't read the chat and play records at the same time. And normally I am doing that, so let's see how that works. Oh, you know what? Maybe actually I can move. Oh no, I can't. No, never mind. Because then the screen sizing will not work anymore. All right, okay. So everybody, how is everybody doing? Welcome to the 7th episode of Demo Drop. Let's just reset. As you can see, we're here at the studios. Jorik is in his own little studio, which is a couple of meters away from my desk here, and he's probably to be seen on this screen if you look at my camera right now. And this is my social media environment where we have the Twitch setup. And if this is your first time, Demo Drop is meant for starting producers. Sometimes if you're not starting, that's fine. We're really happy to listen to everybody. Thank you very much, Jordan Hype, for the resub. Michael Marlowe for the sub for 8 months. Joe Sendo, 6 months already. Cheers to another 6. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Conduit 3 is resubbing for 2 months in a row. Ice Shark Bait is also resubbing. Hij is een tijdje weg geweest, but now it's time to return. Hey, that guy knows exactly.
Ik ben een tijdje weg geweest. But now
It's time to return.
The Monkey Man is back.
The Monkey Man is back, guys. That's how it goes.
Just bit depression. Suck my butt. Monkey Man.
Don't panic. All right, guys. So yeah, this is exactly how we start.
Kill it.
Oh, for the people who are like, what is happening? This was one of the submissions of an earlier demo drop. It was sent in Dutch, but it became so popular that I just made a soundboard of it just because everything that's being said in Dutch is just truly amazing of this guy. So he became a living legend in the stream and we kept him in. The Monkey Man is back. So yeah, another episode of Demo Drop. Let's just check if all the screens are working. This is our duo screen where you should be seeing Jorik and me together. Just let us know in the chat if this one works fine. You can do the wave so you can see if the screen is working.
Not frozen. All right.
Yeah, it should be working fine. Do the wave. We go to the desktop. Here you should see the screen of Verb. Let me just scroll real quick if that works. In the background, you'll hear the Afrojack remix for OK of myself, a Wolf, and Marv, by the way. I'm just scrolling a little bit. If that works, that should be fine. We zoomed in the screen a little bit to make it more visible for you. Just let me know if that causes any issues for you or if it's working fine. Then we have the last screen. All good. The last screen is the submission chat. It's this one. And here we should be able to see the chat. So feel free to say something in the chat and it will show up here on our right. On this side, we'll have the chat. On this side is the window. And Jorik should be on this side.
Yeah, below you.
There we
Correct
go.
Mundo.
The Emilio, thank you very much for the sub tier 1. I appreciate that. Let me see. Jorik has a perfect mustache. Is Keskill saying? There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much.
We wanted to start off with a couple of demos, guys. We're just gonna pick a couple. As you know, it can be a wide variety of genres. It can be dubstep, future house, electro house, pop music, techno, drum and bass. It can be anything. So the only rules that we have is just be positive. And yes, you can definitely say when you like or when you don't like a record, just give a good reason why. But it's amazing to have some like positive feedback around it too. So people that are watching, producers that are watching, actually can work with the feedback that you're giving. We're going to start off with Lurch today. He made a record called Can't Look Away from Italy, 19 years old. This is a demo drop Friday, episode number 7. Let's go. That's a vibe, guys. That's a vibe. That's a very, very good first demo. How many submissions today? Nixon 9095. I think Jorik knows the answer to this one.
I think we had more than 350 submissions today, so
pretty good.
We can't listen to them all, but we'll try to do our best to listen to a lot as possible.
There you go. All right, guys. What do we think of this first demo?
Drop.
One more drop. Look can look away. Wow. Really good, guys. Really, really good. Jorik, do you want to shoot some feedback here?
Yeah, I really like the vibe for sure. I think the first drop had a bit too much information already right on the drop because it has a lot of elements like the pluck and this vocal and the step. And the second drop, it sounds really there. So make sure maybe to tease a little bit of the drop on the first drop, but not give all elements away because
I agree.
Otherwise it gets a bit repetitive. But overall, yeah, he's a really good producer. You can hear.
You can hear he has experience for sure. Yeah.
So it's more like tweaking the arrangement and which elements needs to come in first or not. So not throw everything away on the first drop right away. I think
agree.
That's the main feedback for me on this one.
What I really like about this record, look, if you're watching, is like it sounds very nostalgic for some reason. It doesn't sound too digital, if you know what I mean. It sounds like it has been breathing through a Studer A800. It gives like a nice warm feeling, like the feeling of a blanket, if you know what I mean. The blanket in wintertime in front of a in front of a fire. So that's
he spent a lot of time on mixing the elements. You hear the difference there.
I think Luck Music is in the chat right now, guys. There you go. We got him in the chat. There you go. That's funny.
The first demo.
Yeah, buddy, we were listening to your demo. Welcome to the demo drop. I think it's your first time here on demo drop. Everybody in the chat, if you're listening to this one, give it a rating in the chat and give some nice feedback in the chat that he can work with. Kicking off, demo drop number 7, Luke. Give him some love in the chat. Let's go. One more time. Really dope, guys. Really dope. Matisso Music saying it slaps 10 out of 10. Aisha 81 is saying 9. This is dope. I am DJ Dis 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed listening to it. There you go, Luke. The very first one of the new demo drop today, number 7. Thank you so much for submitting. Exclamation mark demo drop if you want to drop your demo here, if you want us to listen. Meanwhile, in the background, we have another one playing, Sawyer Nyx. Okay, let me give some quick feedback here. Really good take, DJ Sawyer Nyx. And the first thing that really stands out for me is you got a pretty cool melody going on. It sounds a little bit like a Nexus in the break. And maybe also a little bit of a silent or Nexus in the drop. But there's one thing that really stands out for me, or actually that is missing a little bit. That is the sidechain. So all the instruments seem to play like they're playing straight, if you know what I mean. It misses the bounce a little bit. And that's what's happening then is that you get like that the instruments are fighting for their own spot. And as you can hear, it's also clipping a little bit. So in my opinion, the first thing that you need to do is add a sidechain. Now, how do you do that? That's really easy. You go to the website of Kickstart because I actually made a plugin to get your sidechain going. So you can check this one out, and you can put it on your mix, put it on your lead synths, on your bass, and you'll hear a difference, and it's gonna look like this. Just put it on your different layers, and it will work for you, so they bounce a little bit more. Kleine promotie. It sounds like a promo, guys, but it's really not, because that's the thing that's missing. You can put another sidechain, you can use a compressor, everything that you actually like, use it in a way that you like it, but you're gonna need it a little bit to make space in your mix, and that would be my first feedback, other than layering and get your instruments right. The sidechain is so important on the drop. Jorik, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you said it all here. I think the main issue is that the compression. It's too full in the elements and too scrambled, and there's not any room left for your instruments to be part. So yeah, sidechain is number one. Mix down. I think the main synth sounds a bit harsh, a bit aggressive.
Yeah, agreed.
Maybe find a bit smoother sound to have it more comfortable to listen to, because now it's pretty harsh in your headphones. So yeah, step one, sidechain. Step two, maybe change the sounds of your synth a little bit and try to make some space for your elements. And maybe remove some layers, because it sounds really
a little bit full. Yeah, agreed.
Less is more.
Less is more, guys. That is the key of today. DJ Sawyer Nyx, thank you very much. Coming from France, the age of 21. Thank you very much for sending your demo. So hopefully this works for you. Chat, if you have something to say to DJ Sawyer Nyx for his production, feel free to drop it in the chat. And meanwhile, we're going to go on to the next one. So many good demos. Jorik, how many were sent in today? Can you see that?
Yeah, you see it on the left. I think all the entries are like 350 plus, something like that.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, there you go. On to the next one, guys. Moving on to, let's put a dubstep record by KC Brenau, Slave to Your Love. He is from the US, 28 years old. I'm super excited for this. I don't know too much about dubstep, but that makes it more interesting too. Slave to Your Love featuring Plague Doctor. Demo drop number 7. Let's go.
I don't wanna see the way you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You said that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, push me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. I'm on night. You understand? I wanna stay. I don't wanna walk away.
This is sick, guys. Put some love in the chat. Put them up. Wow. My God, I didn't see that coming. Crazy.
Wow. Skrillex called. He wants his demo.
Skrillex called. He wants to sign his record. No, but for real, we gotta send this to Skrillex though. Who is this? KC Brenau. Yeah, the vocal's insane. But it's not finished yet. I think it has one more drop. Really sick production. He knows what he is doing. Chat, what would you say? One more time. Put him up. Put him up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sick. Wow, what a demo. Holy crap.
Ooh, what energy.
Casey Brenau, Slave to Your Love. What a sick track. I mean, I'm not really, familiar with a lot of different dubstyle genres and the genres within dubstyle, but dubstyle. Dubstyle. But this sounds crazy. Also, mix-wise, this guy really knows what he's doing. Insane submission here.
Yeah, it's a special one.
Yeah.
Especially like the first drop, you think, oh, nice, and then the second drop comes in, and then
it's even
shit.
crazier. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like when Skrillex and Chainsmokers make a baby.
Exactly,
well,
that's how it sounds like. Yeah, I'm gonna like this one. Insane, Casey Brenau. I'm gonna download it at the same time. I want to listen to this one in the car one more time. Chat, give some feedback to this young man. Casey Brenau, what do you think of this record? Let's do it one more time. One more time for you guys. Wow, what a really great hook also. There's a couple of things of feedback that I have for him. To make it a little bit more dynamic, but guys, this is already 8.5 out of 10. Maybe even 9. Okay, one more time, that crazy drop. Turn up the volume. It's Friday, guys. Really crazy, guys. Really crazy. Yeah. Jorik, is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, like my only production feedback would be change maybe the snare on the first drop.
Yeah.
Or layer it a bit more with a mid kind of snare because it sounds a bit thin and back in the mix. So to make the percussion really stand out, make sure the snare snaps as well. So that would be my main feedback. And for the rest, yeah. It sounds really like something for Skrillex. It's like I don't think it's easy to make as well.
No, I think it's really hard. I think it's really hard to make because the thing is there's a lot of presets, but the presets don't sound that unique. They're always like recreated from some other record, and this one sounds really like it's made for this record, if you know what I mean. My own point would be the drums can be a little bit more dynamic. They sound a little bit static still, if you know what I mean. It feels like there can be a little bit more time spent on how to process your instruments, your percussion. People in the chat say Social Niels is saying Illenium or Seven Lions could also be a great fit. But yeah, the person that produced this, I'm more than happy to help him find the right person for this record. Insane. Thank you very much. This was Casey Brenau from the US.
Also good to mention, like even if it's not for Protocol, we try to connect the people with the right labels. So last episode we had a track that was more fitting Dharma. So after the episode we connected the guy with the A&R of Dharma, and we tried to connect some dots as well in this concept of Daily Drop Friday. So it's not only signing records for Protocol, but it's also helping you get your record to the next step.
Exactly. It's not about us wanting to sign the records. It's just about us wanting to help young beginning producers to get their record out, to get some attention. Most of the time, some well-deserved attention on all the time they spent in the studio to make these kind of records. So that is the main goal here, guys. And it's the same for the feedback. Feel free to drop some feedback, to drop some love in the chat. Maybe if there's anything that you want to tell the guys or girls. People are always super appreciative if they see that people react to their songs. So feel free to drop something cool, and it will definitely help someone else, with some support for their song. Meanwhile, in the background, you'll hear Daniel David. He made a record called Take Me Home. He is from the Netherlands, 21 years old. Deep House. Demo drop.
Haunted by your voice in my mind. Oh, I can't find the strength on my own. Take me home. Running in the dark to find a way out, I don't need you. Praying to the moon, just take me home, just take me home, just take me someplace in the night where I can finally disappear. Praying to the moon to take me home, just take me home, just take me home. 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 Everything around me is cool. Follow you wherever you go. Broken by your love every time. Tell me how you're letting me go. Take me home.
I actually really like this one. Jorik, what do you think?
Yeah, it's nice and chilly and vibey. I think my main feedback would be maybe the chops on the drop. It sounds a bit,
Dated?
Yeah, it drags me off a little bit on the song because like the breaks and the builds are pretty chilly and nice with the vocal, and then the
Yeah, I agree.
Chop. I think that can be executed better. But overall, yeah, it's a super nice and vibey track, more like Lost Frequency kind of.
Yeah, I think so too.
vibe.
I think it sounds like a mixture between Lost Frequencies, between Sam Feld. I don't know. It's just a little bit less commercial.
Yeah.
It sounds like this is a kind of a record that I would put on a car ride, if you know what I mean. It's really chill, but I think he needs to make a decision with either the vocal chops or with the synthesizers that he's using, or the guitar. But everything together is a little bit too busy, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit too much going on. I wanted to read some comments on the chat. Everybody in the chat, feel free to drop your feedback. I'll read out a few. Grudos is saying it's a song I wouldn't pay attention to. It's too vibey. Chat agreed. Paniflex is saying it's too fast for me.
All right.
Acronix is saying beach party. And then Nagarev iBuff is saying it's soothing as skill. I must go to work. Bye everyone.
Good feedback.
That's also good feedback. Leonard7 is saying chill and vibey and cool, and other people would like to hear it on 115 BPM. It would be perfect. Didn't like the vocal chops in the drop. Dipro808 is saying great vibe, but I missed something like a climax. Candy Boo 1. Okay. Rimness Music is saying good car vibes. And Music of Coronel is saying amazing track. I love it. Maybe a little bit faster. Okay. Well, that's something else. Giuseppe Riccio, Lasting Lover from Italy. We made it for you. LME888, thank you so much. I will be going through the demos randomly, so don't worry. It's not like I pick anyone first or last by on purpose. Okay, that was Take Me Home, Daniel David. Thank you so much for submitting your demo. I'm going to share my screen again so you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing. I'll just go random on songs, guys. This is not something that I see Chris Enso. I think he's in the chat. You know what? Let's go. Why not? In the Stars, Progressive House, US, 35 years old. Let's go, buddy. Go get it. Really love it, man. Chris Enso, doing a great job here, man. Wow.
In
the Stars.
In the beginning reminded me a little bit of In My Mind.
Yeah, I agree. So if this gets a good vocal, Chris, this is really dope. And what I really love is like how much time he spent on all the details that you hear in the mix in the background. All those little effects, details, they make the vibe and they put you in a mood. Really well done, buddy. Chris Enso, this is really well done. A vocal would definitely be really important on this one. But you got the fundament, man, here. One more time. This is really dope. I mean, I don't have a lot of feedback. The only thing that I really would love to hear is a vocal on it. Jorik, you?
Yeah, I think we can help with the vocal.
Yeah.
And I think this one is interesting to maybe do
put
something
on Protocol.
on.
Yeah, 100%.
So
okay, Chris.
Maybe you can like it, and if we find the right vocal and some production feedback.
Chris,
well,
Chris, we're gonna make you a deal. If we can find the right vocal for this record, we would love to sign it on Protocol.
Oh, he's in the chat.
He's in the chat. We gotta get you a vocal on this one. We gotta put it out. We gotta put it out. Congrats,
so
buddy.
Cool, this. Nice.
Congrats. We want to get you on Protocol. We want to get you signed, and that's the reason why we're here. This is Demo Drop, guys. This is the reason why we do this stuff. Thank you so much, Chris. That was insane. We're gonna get in touch with you through Jorik. This is Dayon, Travis Tanzik. He uploaded the record, and I'm super excited. 27 years old from the US. Let us know what you think. Okay, before we say anything, I'm gonna let the chat decide first. Drop your opinion and your feedback in the chat. I'm gonna read it out. Marin Bunny is saying the lead has so much space. Agreed. Avak is saying good atmosphere. Fly McDaddy is dropping some moving cats here. Protocol material. Nagaref is saying a little bit more variation. Sam Courtney DJ. Strange Music DJ Nick, if you want to listen to my Monolith Big Room track. Everything is random, buddy. Resense is somebody who woke up to the Green Day guy. Burp Jackie is saying a nice song. I didn't like the build-up that much. Must mix mastering well. Izuya Rose. A vocal would be great. Chris Voss is saying those Nicky fills are fire. Yeah, probably he downloaded the Nicky Romero sound, preset pack. That's great though. That's fire. Nessa Music, the drop is really full of elements. Nice one. Great melody, but needs a little bit of variation. Feeling music. Ivesk is saying, I would probably have a new melody for the second part of the drop. That's interesting. I would love to see that happening. I have no idea how that sounds like. And Cosmic Skies Official is liking the second drop. I wish the main lead can be filtered throughout the drop a little bit. Jorik, go ahead.
Yeah, I think when the melody is filtering in before the drop, it sounds a bit cheesy, a bit like a preset. But on the drop, it already sounds better, so that's funny. Because on the drop, it sounds more mature already, but in the build, it sounds a bit cheap. So maybe you can tweak the main melody synth a little bit to make it a bit more sophisticated. But in the end, I like the melody. It's catchy, and I agree with the other ones in the chat. Maybe a counter melody in the end of the drop. That will be amazing.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know what's also important in this record is I feel is the kick drum. The kick drum feels like it is, the same one as Swedish House Mafia is using, and I think, like the older records of theirs, and I think it's important to get something new going on, to create your own identity of a kick drum. That's so important. I know that you'll be like, okay, it's just a kick drum, but it's really not. It also determines a lot of, how the record gets across the board and how it presents itself to the people that are listening in the studio. And not only that, for some reason, the kick drum is super important. I know people in the car won't be like, oh, I love this song, but I don't like the kick drum. But it can make your track stand out, yes or no. So that's why I would say spend some time on kick drums. Don't forget that hardstyle producers are sometimes working for months, on a perfect kick drum. I'm not saying you should do the same thing, but it also says something about how important the kick drum is. Moving on to a new record here. There's so many different ones, and I'm trying to make a combination between explore, favorites, recommended, and in this way we can have a good mix of everything that is uploaded. I see someone. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we got a guy, Cedric O, and he is 40 years old. Now that's really dope, because if you're 40 years old and you want to start a career as a producer, I'm super excited to hear what he has got for us. The record is called In My Feelings, and it is dance. Let's go.
You got me in my feelings, can't fight the way I feel. You got me in my feelings, don't wanna make it real. You got me in my feelings, can't fight the way I feel. You got me in my feelings. I want you, I need you. You got me in my feelings, can't fight the way I
I think it's a pretty okay demo. You can hear that this man is... He has spent a lot of time on the arrangement of the song. I think the sounds are not quite much there yet.
It's vibey. I'm not sure what
It's
kind of
vibey.
genre.
What kind of genre would this be?
Dance pop, groove.
Dance pop. Yeah, the shake. I'm not sure if it's a shaker or if it's a guitar strum, if you know what I mean. It sounds like a shaker for sure. Drona, thank you very much for the gift. It's up to Chris Enzo. That's really dope. Much love, Drona. Yeah, I think you know, guys, something needs to happen here. I think he needs to work a little bit more on how the song is structured.
Because is it now the build or the drop?
I mean, I have no idea what this is. I just know that it's a part in the song, if you know what I mean.
I think it was a drop, or now the drop is coming maybe with the filter. Yeah.
Erpgekke is saying, klinkt als een garde die tegen een pan aanslaat. Chris Enso, thank you very much for the sub here to Queen Be the First. Yeah, so guys, I think for this record, I think Cedric O, 40 years old from Belgium. I would say your idea of the song is really dope. You know, I think it doesn't have the right instruments yet to really make it count, if you know what I mean. It doesn't really pop, as if you know what I mean. It needs a bit of work in the arrangement, in the build-up, into structuring it. Like, where is the drop? Where's the pre-chorus? Where's the chorus? And how do the beats interact with that? You know, you need some effects to make sure that people know what's going on. But I can't say that I hate the song. I mean, you know, the vocal is pretty dope, and together with the instruments and the chords that you're playing, it's quite dope. You know, it needs some work. Yes, it really does. But the main work for you is in, you know, getting the right instruments and the right mix going on. And I think then spend some time on some structure, and then you'll have a really, really good start. Chat, is there anything you guys wanna add? Jorik, meanwhile?
I think the song needs more structure.
Yeah,
and
me too.
A better arrangement. But the elements are there. Maybe you can fine-tune the elements, and I think it all stands or falls with the right arrangement.
I agree. We're gonna move on to Shanna D, The Rose. It's a pop song. She's from Great Britain. It says 60 years old. Okay.
Some say love.
Oh, the cover.
It is a river
That's
that
dope.
drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one
guys. Honestly, I think this lady is really good, to be honest. Yes, it's a cover song, but it's really hard, you know, to get the same emotion in a cover song if it already is a song that, you know, that is out and that people know. So that's really tough and it's really hard. And actually, I'm really flattered that we have someone in Demo Drop that is watching Twitch, that knows what we're doing, of 60 years old, and that took the time to record a demo and upload it with us to let us listen to her beautiful voice. So that is really something that makes me feel really happy, to be honest. And yeah, of course, guys, this is Demo Drop, but the fact that she uploaded this is really cool, I think. So yeah, I'm super thankful, actually. Shanna D, I think you have a beautiful voice, and it's really hard for me to give you the right comments on a song, because it's not really a song, or maybe, you know, a style that we would cover in this Twitch episode. But I think it's really good. I think you have a beautiful voice, and I think you should keep singing, and, you know, maybe write something for yourself and then, you know, put it out and maybe start performing it, because I think there's way to go for you. And you have I don't know. I only have good words, actually. It just made me laugh because someone in the chat said, okay, guys, it's time to grab your loved one or something. That was really funny. But no, great take. I'm thankful. Thank you very much for sending this one, Shanna D. And 60 years old from United Kingdom. Way to go that you're watching Twitch and that you're submitting your demo to Verb here at Demo Drop. That is really an honor for me. Jorik, do you have some final thoughts? Oh, sorry. There you go. Can we hear you? Yor?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There you go. Some final thoughts, Yor? What do you think?
Yeah, did you still talk about the...
oh, yeah, you didn't hear me. Sorry. Yeah, that was about Shanna D and the record, and the fact that, you know, she took the time to upload. 60 years old from United Kingdom, and then uploading such a good demo.
Yeah, it was not bad at all. It was like, you can hear she had some experience with singing and with the chorus and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's not our genre, not our style, but respect for her taking the time, submitting, and having our feedback. Way to go.
Exactly, but that's what I mean. Like the fact that she's 60 years old and then uploads her demo here at Verb at Demo Drop, and then is watching our Twitch stream. That is really special to me. So I'm really happy. I'm taking this one home, guys. Shanna D, thank you very much for this record. I'm gonna listen to it in the car, and super vibey. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, in the background, guys, we have Find You Impulse Official. I didn't take the time or half the time just yet to put it out louder. It's your time to shine. It's Friday, the 7th episode of Demo Drop. And we are coming at you. Impulse. Find You. Let us know what you think in the chat. Let's go. What's up, Opie? Thank you very much, Rorion.
Well, how the river runs. You're in the current, try not to get lost. And you're calling out for anyone to find you now, find you now. Let that lifeline go, I won't let you drown. Don't start thinking you're far too far gone. Now it isn't waste. You're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. Oh, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. Oh, you will make it through the day. I know the sky is looking great, but sure I'm going crazy. Gotta be a better way.
Wow. This is dope, guys. This is dope.
And also, I think if it's the Impulse that I think it is, he already had a protocol release with Tommy Jaden a few months ago. So it's pretty fun that he's still supporting the demo drop, submitting his demo.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can hear the quality already.
Yeah.
And
nice placement.
I saw as
he's
well.
In the chat?
So, yep, he's there.
There we go. Impulse, what's up, man? Thank you so much for uploading this demo. Really, really sick. Don't forget to join our Discord, guys, for all the latest. One more drop, let's go. Really dope. I'm gonna like this one also. Impulse, amazing, man. Thank you so much for this demo. Find You by Impulse Official. 28 years old from United States. Killing it.
The feedback that you might have for him, Nick.
To be honest, I don't think that the vocal is on the highest possible level just yet. I think the vocal is supporting the song, but it's not really carrying the song, if you know what I mean. It's decent, but I think it can be, a little bit more hooky, maybe. And I think everything else I just really love. I don't have too much to say about it, to be honest. Just a really proper, good demo. And I would sign this on Protocol right away with the right vocal. For sure. What do you think?
Yeah, my feedback would be like the percussion on the drop. It can be a bit more groovy. Sometimes it feels like it's a bit stuttering. It gets you back on the groove. So if you have the drop, it's like it's like a bit stuttering. So try to make sure the flow keeps going because it's already there in the bass and the arp. And I agree with the vocal.
Beginning is already there.
Yeah, it needs a better vocal because it's a bit... I potentially think it's a splice vocal, so it's a bit repetitive, a bit standard. So maybe we can find an original vocal, try to work on the percussion, and then we have something unique.
I agree. I'm really surprised on the level of on the quality of the demos in this episode already. Really crazy. We had so many good ones already. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go to the next one, as it is demo drop number 7 already. Let's see if there's anything new uploaded. You can actually upload your demo too if you'd like. You just have to make sure that you go to > demo drop in the chat, and then go to the Verb website, upload your demo, and it will be completely random. We don't have anything about, what records we're going to play. I just select a random song, and sometimes if your record is not on this show, don't worry. We're going to listen to everything that's uploaded to Verb. And your demo will always be heard. Not everything is going to be on stream, as we only have like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. So please don't get demotivated if your song is not on the show just yet, because we will listen to it. Meanwhile, in the background, you'll hear Marin's Spotify, and I'm not sure. I think it's a girl. Not sure. Maybe it's a guy. The record is called Fuchsia Bass House, and that's all we know from this person. Guys, don't forget to go to Discord. Join our Discord for more about Demo Drop and about gaming. Let's go!
If you're ready, go!
thoughts, chat. Let us know what you think. What can we give back? Marin is in the chat also, so give him your feedback live and tell him what you think of the record and what you think that should be done different, maybe better. He's more than happy to hear your feedback. Drop your feedback in the chat. People are saying the leads could be thicker, more sidechain on the kick and the snare. Half Bjorn is saying Matisso music, the bass is really thick. I think the bass is overpowering. Maybe the leads should be up front. Musico comment is saying. MB bass saying fat bass. Jorik is stuck. Social Niels, dankjewel. That's good to hear. Let's see if I can get him back in. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on with my Streamlabs, guys. Don't worry.
Alright, let's go to the drop.
There we go. One more time. Boom.
If you're ready, go.
Okay, guys, what should we tell him? Give a rating in the chat from 0 to 10. What rating would you give this song and why? Let us know in the chat. And maybe we can read your comment out. To Marin, I see 8 out of 10 with changed lead. I see a 7 out of 10. I see a 7, 7, 6, 8 out of 10. I see the bass eats up a little bit too much of the song. I see a 7 out of 10 by Oppie. Geops is giving a 7.5. And we got Nixon. He's saying, I feel like everything about the drop could be more unique, to be honest. Well, that's good feedback. And Resenso is saying 7 out of 10 made me smile. Well, that's good, guys, because it's all about smiling in the end of the day. Meanwhile, let me see if I can share your screen, my screen with you guys. Maybe you guys remember, I think in the last demo drop, maybe you were here. And if you were not here, no problem. But we had a record of a guy named The Llamas, and he uploaded his song called Your Eyes. And I was so happy with that demo that we took it and then we said, why don't we work on it together? And maybe some of you guys know, but I have another alias. It's named Molecule. And we decided to work on it together. And we spent some time on it and we changed a few things and it became a collaboration. Guys, this became an official collaboration because of Demo Drop, because of you guys and everyone that is watching. And this is also one of the reasons why it's very real. If you upload your song, it might as well result in a collaboration like this one. Your Eyes, originally uploaded by Llamas, Demo Drop number 6 or 5 even, Jorik, you know?
Yeah, it was 6, the last one.
6. And I wanted
from Brazil. Yeah,
he's
really
from Brazil. Obrigado. We're gonna listen to the result as far as we are now. This is the 4th version, not final, but we have to play it for you guys. Let us know what you think. Molecule, Llamas, Your Eyes, founded by Demo Drop, here live on Twitch. Let's go.
Starlight gazing through your eyes. Starlights gazing through your eyes.
Getting ready for the weekend. Let's go, guys.
Get ready for the weekend. What a vibe, what a vibe. Okay, guys. The last drop here. I'm not gonna stop it. Let us know in the chat what you think. Llamas, Your Eyes. Together with Molecule, founded by Demo Drop. Let's go.
Starlights gazing through your eyes.
Yeah, so it's so fun to see, guys, that we find records, and then it turns out that we can make it a collaboration, put it out, and it gives me so much energy that we can actually find amazing artists and producers because of Demo Drop. You guys saw it already with the likes of Chris Enso earlier this episode. So insanely excited to always hear new producers and then being able to sign them, work on it together. Molecule and Llamas, Your Eyes, and it's coming soon. Let us know what you think in the chat. I just had to share it with you guys. It's one of those records that you don't want to stop, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it keeps going. It's like a train that doesn't stop at the station.
Exactly.
It's a dope song.
Exactly.
I'm really curious how it sounds live.
I'm also excited. I think this is one of these records that we should try to play on one of these abandoned planes, if you know what I mean, Yor.
Yeah, more like the credible Molecule sets. We're gonna prep potentially something soon in the future. A nice live stream set, so...
Exactly. We're gonna go on, guys. It's Friday. And it's getting closer and closer to dinner time. Good Catch uploaded a record from Great Britain, 24 years old. And he named his demo called, he named it Hours, sorry. It is house, and it's time for some housey vibes. Let us know in the chat what you think. And what do you want to hear? What genre do you want to hear on Demo Drop? Let us know. Jorik, as you're very familiar with house and more of the less commercial sides of electronic music, maybe it's your shot. What do you say?
Yeah.
What would you say?
I really like the plugs, the organs. That's really classic, like the old Cox kind of vibes. And it also reminds me a bit of Leave the World Behind. The vibe.
Leave the world behind.
Yeah.
Hear that acid.
Yeah, you can hear the idea is creative-wise is perfect. Production-wise, the sounds need some work.
Right.
If you hear the acid, if you hear the organs, it sounds a bit preset-wise.
A bit
But the idea is-
preset producer.
Yeah, but the idea, that's the creative part. That's the hardest part.
It is. It really
I
is.
think you should work on the sounds, and the idea is like timeless because it's a housey, vibey, dancey record. So
It's housey, and I think also this guy understands how he needs to arrange, because I think the tension is there in the record. I think he's got the tension right. It's just really the sound and maybe the the sound design that it needs some work.
yeah,
I see a lot of different comments in the chat. Something that would be played at Sensation 2007, 8, 9. DJ Bobby Smooth. Is that so? That was before my time, actually. You know what? Actually, that makes me think of, I can play you guys some of my very first productions back in 2007, 8. If you really want to. Maybe the end of this episode. But it's really fun.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Let me see. I wanted to share something with you guys before moving on to the next demo. Just to share you a little bit how the production process works. And, sometimes you're inspired and you make something cool, and sometimes you're not inspired and, you can't get it to work. Today, I was in the studio. I was working on a demo. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and you should be able to see something. Let me see. Talking about demo drop. Oh, how do I move this? Can I actually move this? Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna share a screenshot, and this is how my screen looks like by the end of the day when I work on a very first demo, like a draft. This was my Logic session like 2 hours ago, just before the episode of Demo Drop started. And this is basically a setup that I do within like an hour, maybe 2 hours. And I just create some layers, and I start working on a vibe. And sometimes you get the vibe really quickly, and sometimes it takes a long time to get the idea done. I put a quick master chain on, which is just a Q3, a BX digital to make it mono, a vintage warmer, L2, an Oxford, and a reference to hear what other songs are doing. And I can also play you a little bit of how it sounds like after an hour and a half. From a very scratch, from the very beginning. So this is not a finished demo, guys. This is just 2 hours of work to create a vibe, and this is this is how it can sound. I'm gonna share my screen again. Let me see. It's called Demo Friday, and this is basically what I do. I create a vibe, and then the screenshot you just saw is basically this record. It's the same bounce. I'm excited to see what you guys think. I can hear a lot of different things that are not right just yet, but it's a demo, guys. This is how you start.
Let Nicky know what you guys think of this.
Exactly. Well, as you can hear, this is the very, very beginning. This is like, the fundament, the beats. It's the vibe that you create. It's some samples. You create the chords. And it's the beginning of something. It's like how a track gets born. And after this, you start adding instruments. You start, effects, and that's how you actually start a song.
Yeah, you can hear this producer knows how to produce. I think he did it for a few years.
feedback in the chat. Give me some.
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 is just enough for me. I would be really happy with a 7 out of 10 on the demo. No, I just wanted to share it, guys, because that's just how the process goes. It's really not like every time I open my Logic that I have a perfect track coming out. I start with something and then an idea gets born, and then eventually you end up with something that you're happy with and that motivates you the next day to work on it again. And it's okay, to make mistakes, and it's okay. It's really about the initial idea before you get demotivated about the end result. Just start with something, get in a vibe, and before you know it, you'll have a record. Emiliano Capanolo, he made a record that's called Old Fox A Mix. I think it's like multiple artists, to be honest. He's from Italy. They are from Italy, 21 years old. Grazie mille. I'm excited to hear what he has. Okay, chat, what do you think? First feedback on this one. If you ask me, this is a really good fundament. Emiliano Capanolo, Old Fox and Amix, ID, 21 years old, from Italy. What do we tell these gentlemen from Italy?
Needs a vocal for sure, I think.
Yeah, there's so much space for a vocal.
Goed jongen, later hè. Yo.
Put them up, guys. It's Friday. Turn the volume up. Let's go. Yeah, I think this is a really, really good demo, guys. The only thing that I have in my mind, I think, for this one as a feedback, that would be that the melody and of the main chords, like the melody over the main chords starts to be a little bit repetitive after a while. I would say maybe change that up a little bit, but don't forget it also needs a vocal, so it's not really, finished just yet. It's the beginning of something, but honestly, I think that this guy really has a talent for producing music. Everyone that worked on it, I'm not sure if I just saw that they're in the chat, but if they were, really, really great job, guys. This for me would be an 8.5 out of 10. Start working on your vocals. Maybe you can record someone or find something online that works for this track. But I think it really has the fundament right. The only thing that I have in my mind also for the drums is the kick drum again. Make sure that you find your own unique kick drum, that you have something that other people don't have. So spend some time on that. Make it yours. Make sure that no one else is using your samples. So it's going to sound like you. You're going to have your distinctive own little sound. That would be my feedback.
Yeah, I think the drops were like killing, really spot on. Apart from the mix and master things, but the main issue was still the breaks and the breakdowns. It was really empty and it was missing a lot of energy, even if it's missing the vocal, of course. But try to make sure you add a guitar or a piano and keep some percussion going because it felt a bit flat.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
So the drops were like 90% there. The breaks were 50 or 60%. So spend some time on the details and arrangement in the break and find the right vocal. And then you have a really decent progressive track.
A really, really decent progressive track. Guys, there you go. In the background, I got Matisso. He's been in the chat for a while, waiting for his song to be played. From the Netherlands, 24 years old. I saw his name popping up, so I can't skip him, obviously. This is your moment to shine, buddy. Let's go. Anything.
Sometimes, but we can't know anything. Anything. You and me together, we can be anything.
Is that a metronome in the back, guys?
It's waiting for the stoplight, you know, when you can walk over.
Don't stop believing in yourself. It's gonna be alright. We can be
Okay, guys, really good take. And especially vibe-wise, I think this song is done very, very well. I really feel the vibe on this one. A few things that I have my notes on. One of the things is some of the chords. Oh, look at that. Star Wars is starting.
Is it the same song?
It is, I think. Yeah, it is.
Oh, so
yeah.
Nice ending. Out of the blue. That was the end of the song.
Next week in Star Wars. No, I'm joking. I think this was a really good take, Matisso. Oh, sorry. Going back. Oh. Really good take. And I really like... Yeah, the low end is dope. I really think the vibe is nice. It really makes me happy also, the record. And it's unique in a way. It blends a little bit together like Porter Robinson and Dayon would if they would work together. It's got the right vibe. I just feel like some of the chords are kind of clashing with each other. Like sometimes you can have that like, you know, sus4 or sus2 or, you know, something like that going on with a 9. And then it can feel like nice and warm and different. But sometimes it can also like clash a little bit. Like and like it sounds diminished, if you know what I mean. That is what I have sometimes. And I think other than that, I really love the vibe. The vocal to me is not really standing out. But overall, I really love the vibe. It makes me happy. It's unique. It's well produced. That will be my feedback. Jorik, it's your turn.
Yeah, it feels like also music for a video game or a movie. It's very chilly and it takes you on a trip, on a story, if you know what I mean. So it's not really a style that we do on Protocol, but in terms of production, I was surprised by the drop in a positive way. And I think, you can spend some work on the breakdown because the melody gets a bit repetitive over time. So maybe try some stuff out, or maybe put a piano in between. And also, I agree with you, Nick, that the vocal is maybe not the right one. But in the end, you can hear he produced a lot of good stuff. So rating-wise, it's like a proper 8 out of 10. And
I agree.
Keep going, keep grinding, and
super creative, creative. 100%
it's not
right.
easy to make something like this in terms of not the mix down, but in terms of creative, because you end up most of the time to make it too complex, and it still sounds very easy to follow. So that's a big compliment here.
I agree. Anyone in the chat has something to add for Matisso? Maybe you can tell us a little bit how long it took to create this song, Matisso, and what do you work with? What DAW do you work with? And how long? So how long did it take from the very first draft from the demo until the result that you have right now? That's something I'm interested in to hear. For me, proper 8 out of 10, Matisso. Thank you very much. Well done. Really, really well done. Meanwhile, I'm moving to the favorite page to see what else we have here. I think I have Exedy Breakdown featuring Royce. That looks like a cool one. Ooh, I love the drums already. Finland, 22 years old. Exedy. Starts promising to me. Ooh, this is dope. Come in, Whitney Houston, come in.
Driving late at night, down the highway in my mind. You came to override all my feelings, all my demons, everything inside. I don't know the reason why.
Ooh, look at that. Wow.
The monkey man is back, motherfucker.
Guys, I wanna listen to the second drop. Let's do one more round. Let us know in the chat, what do you think? Exedy is in the chat. That's dope. Tell him what you think. My God, this is really good, guys. Really, really well done, Exedy in the chat. Everybody make some noise. Come on. Put some love in the chat for Exedy. I think this is an amazing demo. My God.
You should have some applause on the soundboard.
Yeah, applause. Yeah, we gotta record one. The beginning reminds me a little bit of Who's Gonna Save the World Tonight? Yeah. Massive. This is huge. Jorik, first thought.
Yeah, I'm really a fan of the 80s chords in between, in the breakdown. It really makes the song unique. I personally think the vocal can have some tweaks. Sometimes you hear it's a little bit off, and it can use a bit more body. So maybe some formants below, or filter it with a -12 a little bit, because his vocal is pretty thin.
Yeah. So you need some layers.
If you compare it with John Martin's, for example, he has a really powerful voice, and that makes, together with the production, a progressive anthem. And for me, the production has more energy than a vocal. So if you can tweak the vocal a little bit, or like record a layer underneath that's lower, I think that would serve the song really, really good, because it's like a really proper anthem already.
Yeah. I love these chords in the beginning.
This part.
It's so dope. But I agree. I think he needs some extra layers, or maybe even what you also can do is you just you have like a vocoder that you layer under the vocal. You don't even have to understand exactly what the vocoder is saying, but it can add some depth and some thickness to the vocal. Actually,
Zed is really good in that.
Yeah, Zed is really good.
Vocals.
Yeah, Zed, but Zed also has a lot of experience with working on the vocals. And don't forget, Zed also has an amazing team that helps him organizing some of these effects, He's the creative brain of everything, but it's really not bad, to sometimes ask someone else for advice. We all do that. Letitia Noel, thank you very much for the resub. That's really great. Thank you very much, Anamika, for your gift to Exedy Music. But I agree, processing vocals is like a job on itself. Don't forget, I think Zed spends so much time on cutting his vocals, and a lot of people think that Zed actually has someone doing all of his mixes. That's actually not true. He's doing most of the mixes himself. And he told me that he had someone mixing one of his records, and then he did it himself as well, and they ended up using his own mix. So it's also motivation that you can have access to everything and everyone, but you have to, you're the only person, the producer is the only person that knows how it wants it to sound in the end of the day. So, shout out to Zed for doing so. I have mad respect for him anyway. Actually, thank you very, very much for sending Breakdown featuring Roy. One of the better demos of today also. I'm gonna like this one. Hopefully you'll be here a little bit more often, Exedy, because this is a proper start for a release. And I will be more than happy into discovering what we can do for Protocol as well for you, Exedy. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, I have another one, and it's going to be the last one of this stream before we get maybe one more play of one of these first records on this episode, in case you missed it. But first, Vikman has made a record. He is from, I think, from Spain. Let me check to be sure. Yeah, from Spain, and he made a record called Your Toothbrush is Personal. Let's go. 32 years old. Vikman. Boom. Don't mess around with your toothbrush, guys. Don't mess around. Okay.
Please forgive my boldness. I am curious. Your issue with the toothbrush. Is it personal?
This vocal.
Oh my.
Okay. This is vibey. Gekke bas.
Is it like a really dope meme song or
This
something?
could be exactly like a meme song, or maybe this record of Little Kleine, drank en cola, zeg maar. Wat was het ook weer? Cola en popcorn of zo? Chips en cola.
En cola.
Nou, ik weet niet, ik moet een beetje oppassen met welke woorden ik gebruik, want ik weet niet wat er mag en wat er niet mag. Jongens, Your Two Beers is Personal by Vikman. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this one, guys, to be honest. It's pretty vibey. It sounds like a meme song. But it also feels like... Oh, look at this. There's a guitar coming in.
Jimi Hendrix. It's personal.
Hey, shit kisses. You know when they say there ought to be a law? I think there is. Get off your sister, you sick fuck.
Interesting.
It's not really ideal.
Okay, what do you unique take? Dope. Chris Enso. Let's see if the drop is coming.
Gonna drop Friday. Oh, no vocal.
I wonder if he was high when he made this. Exactly, Opie. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not too sure about this one. It's okay, it's cool, but it's a little bit weird. I don't know what to say, really, to be honest. What would you say? How would you rate this song, or what would you give as feedback on this song? I truly have no idea. Yor, what do you say?
I see 1,000 out of 10, so that's really the funny
sum up.
side.
The sum up.
That's really the sum up of this one.
The sum up of this one. Okay. Guys, I wanted to close this episode with Brenau, the one that we had in the beginning of the stream. The 7th episode of Demo Drop, and we're going to be back the first Friday of the month, which means that's in 1 month from now in November, with a lot of new demos. And we're going to listen to everything. Don't worry. We're going to reach out to everyone that was on today's episode that we wanted to sign to Protocol. Chris, Enso, Exedy, Impulse, and of course Brenau. We're going to try to help getting his demo to Skrillex, Illenium, any of his favorite artists. I want to thank you all. And of course we're closing off with Slave to Your Love, Brenau, featuring Plague Doctor. Love in the chat, guys. Hype in the chat. Let's go. To see you guys back at the next demo drop, the beginning of November. One more time, raise your hands up, guys. Come on, put some love in the chat. Woohoo! Let's go. We got one more drop to go, guys. And I got a question about my earbuds. The reason why I'm using these ones is because I know exactly how they sound. But I think this side is broken, so I'm going to do a new one for the next stream. Probably have like a proper headphone. Bay Dynamic. I love that one. After this one, we're going to rate another amazing live pianist on Twitch. Her name is Sarah Kuponot. Feel free to join us and put some love at her channel also. Jorik, I want to thank you for joining me on this demo drop. Appreciate it, buddy.
No problem. And I'm really excited about the next one already. And also, I think I want to mention it's super fun to see like everybody who submitted a song was in the chat today. So that's really great to see.
Alright guys, thank you so much. We'll see you back at the next demo drop number 8. My name is Nicky Romero. We got Jorik van der Pol with me of Protocol Recordings. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to show some love in the chat. Join us with the raid and drop some love at Sarah's channel also. I hope to see you back. Much love, guys.
Down the highway